Space is terrifying. Why? It's because there's so much of it without there being anything there. Space is the absence of anything, but what about when you know there's nothing there, but a presence is felt? That is the horror of space, what lies beyond, just out of the corner of your eye. Developed by Visceral Games back in 2008, Dead Space is a horror third-person shooter that has one goal in mind: to scare the ever-living crap out of the player.
Well, who needs sleep anyway?
Each locale was carefully crafted to feel narrow and claustrophobic, and the game was unconventional in the fact that it encouraged dismemberment while most shooters encouraged headshots. These unique decisions led to the game standing out and being extremely well received, as it spawned multiple sequels and spin-offs, including, but not limited to, a movie, a comic book, a rail shooter, another movie, a coffee mug, a wall clock, While the additional entries failed to strike all the same chords as the original, Dead Space has still become a staple in the genre of horror, and set a bar that future entries would likely never reach. Dead Space does a phenomenal job at being a memorable experience. The sound design is fantastically done and gives off this feeling of dread and isolation that is greatly enhanced whenever you engage in combat. Speaking of combat, you're given a piece of mining equipment as a makeshift firearm. You can use this weapon to shoot off the limbs of the necromorphs, followed by stomping on what's left with your heavy space armor. When you're not too busy crapping yourself from the monstrosities of the space station, the game is almost this beautiful orchestra of carnage. Each punch and squish is an immensely satisfying and brutal hit. There's not a lot that can be said that hasn't already been, so I'll cut myself short. Dead Space is a perfect representation of not just a good, but a phenomenal horror title. It's unmatched in nearly every endeavor it undertakes. And if you're looking for a fantastic horror title to further your isolation, then take a step into the abandoned mining rig of Dead Space. With that, I give this game a final score of 9.7 out of 10. Thank you for your time, and remember, don't eat soggy waffles, 'cause Crispies are the best. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you have any ideas for future videos, I'm always open to suggestions, so feel free to leave a comment and subscribe if you want more of this type of content. Ninja-Trix, out.